Jeopardy's Ken Jennings has used his Twitter platform to ask for endless free ice cream despite winning millions of dollars on the game show he now hosts. Offended fans slammed the TV personality and said this is what is wrong with the world. Ken, 48, shared a photo of the boutique mango-flavored ice cream he enjoyed over the weekend. He wrote over the snap of the fancy treat, $85 for 6 pints, that his friend sent me some of his new mom's mango pie flavor from Salt and Straw and it's great. Maybe if I tweet about it, Salt and Straw will keep me on their free ice cream list. Jeopardy! Fans who follow the GOAT contestant turned host on the platform were not so sweet on Ken's ask. Why do you need free anything? Ken won $2.5 million during his original run in 2004, $4.3 million counting tournaments, which is still the biggest amount in history, not counting his host salary. People replied fuming that he can pay for his own ice cream at the very least, if not send some to others instead. One bothered fan commented, "I love you both but, maybe millionaires who can well afford to buy their own could do so? And could also purchase some to be donated to those who can't? This is what is wrong with the world." A second user replied, wondering why you would need free anything. A third fan defended, "It's worth the try." As a fourth wrote they respect the hustle. Serving up hot takes. It's not the first time Ken's taste has gotten him fan backlash recently. Last month he posted a photo of Creator's cheese and caramel mixed popcorn on Twitter. He wrote alongside it, "Chicago pizza and hot dogs are so good that we just give them a pass on their abominable popcorn." One follower raged, "Ken, this might be your most offensive tweet. Chicago popcorn is incredible." Another added, no. We call that stuff crack in our house. One handful and you are immediately addicted. Damn you, Costco, for selling it." A third posted, "Ooh, you're so wrong, just wronger than wrong can be. This is awesome." More recently, while hosting his game show, Ken turned to the camera after a clue about pineapple on pizza. "Yes, pineapple on pizza. And I can resolve the controversy, it's delicious." One of the three contestants visibly recoiled in disgust from the middle podium as pizza snobs roasted Ken, saying they lost respect for him and called it his worst take ever. "Pineapple and ham do not in any way belong on pizza. Not even in Hawaii," one posted in response. "Ken is wrong. Pineapple on pizza is sacrilegious," exclaimed another pineapple hater. Co-host Mayim Bialik, 46, is expected to take over the reins for Ken in January. Over the summer, he and Mayim were officially announced as the permanent replacements of the late Alex Trebek, whose annual salary was $10 million. Ken Jennings, the iconic Jeopardy! Host and one of the greatest contestants in the game show's history, has found himself at the center of a heated social media storm. The source of controversy? A seemingly innocent tweet that many fans interpreted as Ken asking for a freebie, a favor or giveaway, despite his already substantial fortune. This unexpected backlash raises questions about celebrity entitlement, fan expectations, and the delicate balance public figures must strike when engaging with their audiences. Ken Jennings, from Jeopardy! Legend to beloved host. For those unfamiliar, Ken Jennings isn't just any Jeopardy! Host. He is a cultural phenomenon who rose to fame after his record-breaking winning streak in 2004, winning 74 consecutive games and amassing over $2.5 million in prize money. He later became a permanent host of the show, succeeding Alex Trebek, and has been the face of the franchise for several years. Jennings' combination of intelligence, charm, and wit endeared him to millions of viewers worldwide. He is also known for his humble demeanor, making this recent controversy all the more surprising to some. The tweet that sparked outrage. The trouble began when Ken posted a tweet asking his followers if anyone could help him out with something small, interpreted by many as a request for a freebie or a favor. The exact nature of the request was vague, but the gist was that he needed assistance, presumably financial or promotional in nature. Given Jennings' millionaire status and his public image as a successful personality, fans reacted sharply. Many criticized him for appearing to beg, arguing that someone of his stature should not need to resort to such tactics. Why are fans so upset? At first glance, the outrage might seem harsh or unwarranted. After all, public figures are human, too, and asking for help isn't inherently wrong. However, there are several reasons why this particular tweet struck a nerve. Expectation of financial stability. Ken Jennings is famously wealthy due to his Jeopardy! Winnings, hosting salary, book deals, and other appearances. Fans assume that a millionaire shouldn't have to ask for freebies or handouts, especially on social media, where anyone can see it. Perceived entitlement. Some fans see this as a disconnect. If Ken Jennings needs help, what does that say about his financial management or priorities? There's an implicit expectation that wealthy celebrities live a privileged life and do not struggle with basic needs. Tone and context. The wording of the tweet was casual and somewhat playful, which to some readers suggested a lack of seriousness or respect for the audience's time and generosity. This led to a perception that Ken was begging rather than genuinely asking. Social media fatigue. In the era of influencer marketing and constant promotion, many users are fatigued by celebrities asking for favors, shout-outs, or freebies. Ken's tweet, though innocent in intention, got caught in this broader cultural frustration. What did Ken actually ask for? While the tweet was ambiguous, insiders suggest that Ken was seeking help with a project, possibly related to one of his books or a podcast. He may have been looking for contacts, advice, or promotional assistance rather than direct financial aid. Unfortunately, the vague phrasing allowed for misinterpretation, fueling the backlash. Some fans pointed out that if Ken had been more transparent or professional in his ask, the response might have been more sympathetic. Fan reactions, a mixed bag. Social media exploded with comments ranging from supportive to scathing. Here are some typical reactions from Jeopardy! Fans and followers. Ken Jennings is a millionaire. Why is he begging for free stuff on Twitter? Doesn't sit right with me. I love Ken, but this feels like a desperate move. He should rely on his resources, not fans. Maybe he's having a tough time, and we don't know the full story. Let's cut him some slack. This is the problem with celebrities nowadays. Always asking for favors instead of earning it. Ken, if you need help, just be upfront. Don't make us guess what you want. Clearly, the divide is sharp. Some fans remain loyal and empathetic, while others feel betrayed by what they see as an unseemly ask. The bigger picture, celebrities and social media. Ken Jennings' situation is part of a wider cultural phenomenon where celebrities and influencers use social media to interact with fans and promote projects. This dynamic can be tricky. On one hand, social media offers unprecedented direct access and engagement, making stars more relatable and approachable. On the other, it invites intense scrutiny, and even minor missteps can spiral into controversy. For someone like Ken Jennings, whose fame is rooted in intellectual achievement rather than the typical Hollywood celebrity lifestyle, this incident underscores how tricky public relations can be. Fans may admire his intellect but also hold him to different standards regarding humility and professionalism. How could Ken have avoided this backlash? Clear communication, being upfront and specific about what he needed would have helped. For example, looking for contacts to help promote my new book sounds more professional and less like begging. Using official channels, instead of Twitter, Ken could have used a formal email or network contacts, reducing the chance of public misinterpretation. Framing the request differently, asking for advice or collaboration rather than freebies could have elicited more positive responses. Acknowledging his position, a simple disclaimer acknowledging his privilege before asking for help might have softened the backlash. What does this mean for Ken Jennings and Jeopardy! While this incident caused a stir, it's unlikely to damage Ken Jennings' reputation significantly in the long run. His overall legacy as a beloved Jeopardy! Figure and intellectual icon remains intact. However, it does highlight the precarious position celebrities occupy on social media. For Jeopardy! Fans, it's a reminder that behind the quiz show host is a real person, vulnerable and sometimes in need. The incident may prompt a conversation about empathy and the complex realities of fame. Closing thoughts, fans' expectations versus reality. Ken Jennings asking for a freebie might feel jarring because it clashes with the polished, successful image fans have of him. Yet, this moment humanizes him, showing that even millionaires face challenges or need support occasionally. The mixed reactions reveal a deeper tension in how fans perceive celebrities, admiration mixed with judgment, support laced with skepticism. As social media continues to blur the lines between public persona and private person, incidents like this will become more common. Ultimately, whether fans choose to forgive or frown on Ken Jennings' tweet depends on their willingness to accept the imperfect humanity behind the trivia genius. Would you like me to help draft some social media responses or an opinion piece from Ken Jennings' perspective to balance the narrative?